How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profit. And today we're going to be talking about SNDL Sundial growers. We saw that it pulled back inside of the market, so of course I'm going to be giving you guys an update. But before we get started, we have to go over the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. Taking a look at the overall price action, seeing those areas of support and as well as resistance, and what do we want to see from SNDL going into tomorrow. And then secondly, we're going to be going on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information. We know already this is going to have a big impact in regards to how the stock performs, and this is why we cover it. And then secondly, no, not even secondly, thirdly, then we're going to be doing the order flow distribution. We want to know, are institutions loading up on shares? We've seen, hey, we haven't really been seeing that as much, but hey, we're going to find out and see if they were doing it today. And then when all of that is done, we'll be jumping into the final thought. So let's get straight to it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for SNDL Sundial growers. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at 82 cents, being down 5.17%. On the low, it tested 82 cents, and then on the high, testing 87 cents. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, we ended up trading at 79.795 million shares. But over the past 10 trading days, on average, we tend to trade at 95.258 million. So of course we had below average volume, and with that said, we ended up having a down day, so no surprises there. So as far as for the chart is concerned, we're using the 1-year daily chart. We take a look at the RSI down below. You can see we're right around this 42.75 level, so we are in the oversold territory. When we take a look at the indicators on the chart, you can see here we are below the 100-day. We're also below the 21-day EMA, but we are sitting right on the 200-day. So what I want to look forward to going into tomorrow is to continue to sit on this 200-day. If it does decide to pull back, you guys know I see this as an opportunity as far as getting in some entries when it's in this 70-cent range. So whether that be at 78, 76, and so forth, you catch those areas, that's a great place to consider taking a position. And of course, in order for SNDL to start looking bullish again, we're going to want to look forward to seeing it coming back here to reclaiming the 21-day EMA right here at 88 cents. It did test it, and it was an area of resistance on the day. But as far as going into next week, I would like to look forward to seeing a resurgence and making that move getting past this 21-day. So one of the reasons why it'd be great to see it actually get past this particular area, then we could start testing in the 90s and start consolidating and building support. That is the best case scenario. But of course, on pullbacks, you guys know my strategy. That's where we really like to take advantage and add to our positions. So we're on Fintel. We're going to take a look at the short interest information for SNDL. Let's see. So we see the short volume ratio is at 42.09%. As we scroll down on the page, the short shares availability is at 9 million. And as far as for the short vol free rate, it is at 1.45%. When we take a look at the short volume ratio, it is at 42.09. Of course, we saw that earlier on July 21st close. And as far as for the 20th, being at 42.08. So of course, there continues to be a lot of vested short interest in SNDL, and it's part of the reasons why we're seeing pressure on the stock. Whenever you have little volume going through, so there's not a lot of buying and so forth going on, not a lot of traders, of course this benefits short sellers. It helps bring the price down, and then when other people start seeing this, they start selling out of their positions as well. But of course, if you've been in SNDL long enough, this is something that you're not new to. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for SNDL. So we could see here on the inflow we had 20, and on the outflow we had 23. 0 on the large for both, 13 on the medium, 7 on the small. As far as for the outflow side, we had 15 on the medium and 8 on the small. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, we see zeros down the board. This has been continuous. We had a 0, which was today, July the 22nd, and the 3 days prior to that. So institutions are not loading up on large scale orders whatsoever for SNDL, and they haven't been doing it for quite some time. So what does this mean for the stock? Most of the trading that you're seeing is going on with retail investors. So one thing we did notice for today, we did have lower volume than usual. So taking that into consideration and knowing as far as taking a look at the history of the short interest information, of course we're going to be seeing pressure on the overall stock. But at the same time, like I talked about with my strategy, if it did decide to pull back, you guys already know, if you believe in the long-term prospects or if you know there's a swing trade opportunity, you can formulate a strategy. So now let's jump into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So for my final thoughts for SNDL Sundial growers, I'm looking forward to seeing how it performs in the market going into tomorrow. What I want to see, I want to see strength on those support levels. Can we hold down 80 cents by the end of the day? That's what I really want to see because it sets us up really well going into next week. And I also did point out, I like when SNDL is getting strength above the 21-day EMA. I want to see it get to the 90-cent area because if we end up getting a news or a certain catalyst, then we can look forward to seeing a strong move to the upside and actually getting to that $1 range. And like I've said previously, this is a psychological area. We can gain a lot of momentum here, and if we get a lot of buying pressure, a lot of traders coming in to the stock, of course we can look forward to seeing a potential short squeeze, because when we take a look at the short interest, it is well around 40%, which is crazy, and it gives us the great opportunity to take advantage of that. But it's only going to happen if we have those factors checked off: buying volume, pressure, and having some movements in regards to being above the 21-day EMA. So another thing I want to go over as well, and I feel that it's very key, we've already covered as far as what SNDL is doing as far as its business is concerned. I'm liking it. Yes, they are diversifying. They are making sure that all of that cash that they have on hand, they are putting it to work. We also do know they're in a variety of industries within the cannabis sector, and we're talking about edibles and so forth, and I feel this is really great for them, especially looking for the long term. But one thing as far as seeing from SNDL, we want to see some consistency and strength in future earnings reports. We saw it on the past one in regards to EBITDA, but I feel like if they can end up doing this on a consistent basis and showing that they could be profitable, I feel this will have an impact on the stock. So for anyone who's holding especially, then I look forward to actually seeing SNDL get well past that $1 range. It is very doable, but make sure you do your homework, you do your due diligence so you can have high conviction inside of this play. And as far as patience in regards to where you want to get in with an entry, since tomorrow is Friday and we could face some sell-offs, hey, if you end up seeing in the 70-cent range, I feel this is an opportunity, and I tend to take advantage of it whenever I see this area. We saw it before inside of the week, so if it comes up again, hey, think about it. Take a look at it, see if it's right for you. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.